Alright, so we're running short on time, so I think we're only gonna do this one stage. Plus I gotta check how much space I have left on my hard drive, so we're only gonna do this one stage. I know there's a trophy you can get for freeing a chicken around here, but I'm not sure if it's this stage or if it's out in the actual main world, you know, the actual main hub of the game. So I'm trying not to take any risk of getting electrocuted because I want to see if I can get that trophy. I think it's the electric floors, but I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, so I can see how that can be tricky, because if it's the floors you can avoid them easily, but if it's those guys... Yeah, it's probably the floors, because I know there's no way you can avoid these guys. There's just too many of them. So I guess it's as long as you don't touch the floors outside, that's how you can get the trophy. Spyro fell to his death. Little dragon can't swim. Isn't it funny that you can't swim in this one, and then the second one you learn to swim. All you gotta do is pay money bags, a few gems, and he'll teach you how to swim. In order for Spyro to learn how to swim, all he really have to do is just pay a bear a few gems, and that was that. Skydive in this place. I thought it said no skiing. That would make sense. It's a swamp and it's toxic, but you don't want to skydive in a place like that.
Watch out, Spyro. The Gnorcs in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
This, I really have to take a look at what that trophy says. Yeah, I think it might be this, because you can see they're banging the floor with the electric rods. So I think this one might be the one that, as long as you can avoid getting hit by it, you get the trophy for it. Okay, so those need either keys or you need something else. You can't open those yet. I remember hating this stage one because I think there's a jump you have to make that gets difficult because of the electric platforms. Oh, come on. See if we can take that guy quickly. Now we have to go back and get more hit points. Yeah, that's the annoying part, I think. when you have the two of them combined, because the one guy is shooting at you with electricity, the other guy is also electrifying the floor, so it makes it really difficult to actually cross there. You see if there's another chicken around here. Nope, it's empty. So we're gonna have to do this with one hit. Oh boy. Because again, I don't want to touch the electric floors just in case that one is the one that gives you the trophy. See if I can get him to shoot, but the problem is then you gotta wait for this guy. So we gotta take this fat guy out first. Yeah, I think, yeah, you basically have to jump from each of those platforms. Which makes it it's a lot easier when you don't have them electrocuting the floor.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
That's one huge dragon. That dragon kind of looks like Gandalf a little bit with that hat. And chewing on the little leaf right there. The way Gandalf always has his pipe in his mouth. Okay, so I think we need the fireworks to destroy those treasure chests, because you can't open them and they don't have locks on them, so there's no keys. Those guys remind me a lot of the Crocs from the Donkey Kong Country games. You know, the really muscular ones. Okay, so this is gonna be difficult because we can't touch the floor, so... There we go. It said electric force, but I don't know if it's this one or if it's the main hub outside. Oh, I guess if we go to the stage and we don't get electrocuted and the trophy pops up, I guess it's this one. But oh, we missed it. We missed a gem. Now we gotta go back. Oh, that sucks. We gotta go all the way back to jump over there. Let's see, we got the 2 dragons. We're almost through the stage, so we need 156 gem points. not gems, gem points, because I think the values are, I think it's 1, 2, 5, 10, and 25. I think those are all the values for the different gems. I don't know if I should jump to this one or should I jump over there. See what happens if I jump over here, if I can make it. This architecture looks kind of cool too. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Soul Reaver 2, and the temples and structures there. Even though Spyro 1 was made before that game, but they look very similar. And the green lighting shares a lot with like the hidden structures you have to find in the game. Plus it's primitive looking creatures using advanced technology, so they also got that in common too. I really gotta go back and replay that game. Even do Blood Omen 2, which is pretty much the worst in the series. But hey, it's part of the series and it introduces one of the main antagonists, so I guess we have to do it anyway. I'm not doing the PS2 version though, because as funny as it would be to see the characters doing the whole Godzilla thing where you talk and your lips move because it's out of sync. You know, when the characters are talking but they're not saying anything as far as their facial gestures because they're whole out of sync. That happens in Blood Omen 2. The whole where you'll see the characters' lips moving but nothing comes out, and then a few seconds later you'll hear their actual lines of dialogue. But as fun as it would be to do that, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably do the Xbox version. Oh, there's a rocket right there. Alright, so we got one. So that must mean the other rocket must be hitting around here somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably do the Xbox version because it's not as problematic with the dubbing for the dialogue. And it also has way less load times. Like the load times are not nearly as ridiculous as in the PS2 version. The only thing the Xbox version suffers from is basically a problem, like a glitch, where you'll see characters talking but Kane will be spinning. So you'll basically see Kane there spinning in a circle while talking to the Seraphim Lord, which is hilarious. It looks so stupid. But yeah, it's not a glitch that's native to the game itself. I think it's a glitch that happens when you try to run it on a Xbox 360 and it uses the backwards compatibility mode. And you know, backwards compatibility, it's a great thing, but at the same time it's not always accurate. It doesn't always accurately reproduce the games. So you end up with stuff like that, where you have Kane glitching out and basically spinning in circles while talking to the main villain of the game. But it only happens once that I recall, I think, or twice. It's not a reoccurring problem. It's just one that's really funny to watch. Because you don't know which one is worse, the spinning Godzilla problem with the dubbing, or Kane actually spinning in circles and you see him spinning there while you're trying to talk this serious conversation with the Seraphim Lord. Okay, so I think we can make it from here. Gotta go over here. Yep, we gotta go over to this edge. And I think the other two rockets should be around here somewhere. Okay, so there's something over there. There you go. So that's gonna shatter, I think, the one ahead of us. Let's see. Yep, there we go. There's the first one. That should shatter the one over there. So we're gonna go and get this one first, so we can just glide over to it here, instead of having to go all the way back, jump around, so we can get it again. And these should be the last of the gems. And they are not. Which means we missed 12 around here, but I don't see any other treasure chest. I don't see any other rocket side or so. It's not up here because there's nothing up there. We got those already. There's nothing to the sides because that's just plain swamp. You know what other game I wish would make a comeback? Jack. Because they never did explain the whole Jack and Mar thing, did they? I kinda settled on it that Jack was a descendant of Mar, or maybe even his reincarnation, but not Mar himself, because it would basically make no sense whatsoever. And I know Amy Hennig, who was the writer for the Legacy of Kain games, was involved in that series, which is why you maybe ended up with that whole time travel thing, but yeah, I'd rather not have that type of paradox in the game. So I just settled on it being that Jack was a direct descendant from Mar. He was directly descended from Mar, and that's why he was so valuable. But they never did explain it either way. They just finished off the series like around 3 and left it at that. Well, they did Jack X Combat Racing, which was kind of cool. I didn't really get used to it though because it's too difficult. It's one of those games that seems really fun, but the more you get into it, the more you realize how difficult it actually is. And it kind of discourages you from playing the game, even though the story's good. I never actually got to finish the segment for it. But yeah, I wish they would make another Jack game. Especially with the advancements Naughty Dog has made. Like, they're really advanced now in terms of the storytelling and their graphics and their gameplay agents. So imagine what they could actually do with modern resources on that game. But I guess they're too busy with Uncharted or whatever else they're planning now. I'll be honest, I kinda grew tired of Uncharted. I haven't even gone back to finish the... Oh, there's the gems we need. Need one more. A 5 value gem. I didn't even go back and finish the 4th game. There we go, all the gems. Now we can go back to the exit. Yeah, I didn't finish the 4th Uncharted game yet because I was recording it. And just when it was starting to get really difficult, that's also when my laptop crapped out and I couldn't really fix it for like 3 or 4 months. So I pretty much left it there. I don't know, the thing about Uncharted is I just don't like how everything has a biological explanation, man. It's basically it's one of those games where it fools you into thinking that maybe there is some supernatural element to the item or artifact that they're hunting, like Indiana Jones or Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and then no, it turns out to be a completely mundane explanation. Like, oh, it's an ancient virus that the tribe imprisoned in a statue, and oh, Shangri-La was just a magical tree sap place. Where the tree sap kept you young and also mutated you if you ate too much of it, like. And then the 3rd game, they introduced the Jinn, which is basically like what the genie is based on. It was like, and you went the whole game thinking, oh, are they actually gonna show it? Are they gonna show this thing? And then they don't show you squat at the end of the game. I mean, like nothing. They show you nothing. You literally see a jar with like a sign of King Solomon's royal seal on it, like 1 letter. And then the jar gets severed and falls back into the sea again, and you never see it. You never know whether it was bullshit, whether there was actually anything in that jar, or if even if there was anything in that jar, was it just like some deformed corpse, or like just some ancient virus or something? You never see any of it. And it made it pretty obvious that Naughty Dog really didn't have any idea what the hell to do with it. So they just said, we're not gonna show you anything. We're gonna show you Jack. So yeah, I don't like that aspect about Naughty Dog's recent games. And then the fourth game, the recent one, the treasure hunt with his brother, it looks like it was just heading towards a straight up standard treasure hunt. Like there wasn't even any mystical element there or nothing like that. No pirate's curse, no nothing. No, it's just a standard plain old treasure hunt. So yeah, I know there's the game with Chloe and whatever that lady's name is, that other lady, Nadine, is that her name? But I haven't even gotten to that. Yeah, I just don't like it how they introduce this fantastical concept and then it just evaporates and turns into nothing. It turns out to be something completely mundane that Indiana Jones or Lara Croft would just roll their eyes at, you know. But that's another subject for the Uncharted playthrough and another time. Way after I finish Spyro, Resident Evil 2, and Spider-Man. Alright, so we got those two stages. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we have a lot more gems actually to find in the main village. We did this one. Let's take a look at the skill point in this section. Oh, we did it. We actually got it. No electric floor damage. Yep. Alright, so we already did that. And we've got one for Metalhead for perfect. Okay, so I see. So we didn't have one for Blowhard. For that one, it was just ride the platform for 10 seconds. But we have a perfect skill point for Metalhead. We have one for Jacques, and we have one for Gnorc. It's Nasty Gnorc. The G is silent, but that one dragon mangles it, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Also, it looks like we got a secret room in Dreamweavers. I think I know what that is, but I'll have to actually go there and then get to that place first to make sure, but I think I know what they're referring to. The Hidden Stump, yeah, I remember that one. Haunted Towers Burn, Blue Wizard Hat. I wonder what that's about. Oh, and if you collect skill points, you unlock parts 1 and 2 of the art gallery. So we don't have that because we're still missing the town square. I think if we had the town square, we'd have unlocked the first part, but we're still missing that. So we're gonna save again, and then we're gonna leave it here. Alright, so we're already saved. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Spyro Reignited Trilogy. See ya.